It's a well-known fact that anything even remotely mysterious from history was the work of aliens. And to prove that 100% legit fact, here are 10 historical signs of alien life. Sumeria was an ancient civilization in what is now Iraq. In the ruins of their societies, we can see depictions of strange human-like figures. They were shown as advanced in terms of technology. Writing from the time said they were from space. They came to Earth to mine gold, and while here they created human beings so we could be their slaves. It seemed the Sumerians really believed they were created by an alien race who eventually left Earth. The advanced beings, known as the Anunnaki, came from a mysterious faraway planet. Some believe the Anunnaki were not gods but really aliens visiting Earth. On February 24, 1942, something very strange happened in Los Angeles. In the middle of the night, the military began firing anti-aircraft artillery. They were firing at some kind of unidentified aircraft, which they thought could be a Japanese attack. The next day, it was announced as a false alarm. There was no enemy aircraft above Los Angeles that night, but some believe the US government were covering up the arrival of an alien craft. Many people within Los Angeles claimed to see the aircraft with their own eyes in the shape of a flying saucer. This image was taken that night. It appears to show a mysterious flying saucer floating above the city. Ancient Hindu writing tells of mysterious flying structures, which some today believe were alien aircraft, known as Vimana. They were described as flying palaces 7 stories high and occupied by Hindu gods. These flying palaces can be found depicted on ancient Indian temples, and if nothing else, their origin is certainly mysterious. Some suggest Vimana were flying saucers from a distant galaxy, and the gods of Hinduism were simply aliens. This would explain why Hindu gods are so otherworldly in physical appearance. But then again, so would psychedelics. It's said that a Hindu manuscript from 15,000 years ago was discovered in 1920. It told how to build a flying machine. Some believe our technology isn't yet advanced enough to follow the manuscript. That ancient Indians had anti-gravity technology. This photograph was taken in 1964. A normal human man was taking photographs of his normal human daughter. No other figures were within view of the camera, but on developing the image he saw a mysterious figure wearing a spacesuit. The image was published in local newspapers with ufologists claiming it shows an alien, or perhaps a time-traveling human from our future. Kodak examined the photograph and concluded it had not been tampered with. Jim Templeton, who took the photo, claimed that he was visited by 2 men who said they were from the government but refused to show identification. He showed them where the image was taken, but the men suddenly became angry and drove away. Conspiracy theorists believe they were the Men in Black, mysterious officials who suppress people who encounter aliens. It's thought they got angry and left after Templeton told them he didn't actually see the alien. Otherwise, they would have harassed him into silence. In 1928, 300 mysterious skulls were discovered in Peru. The skulls were elongated. Many different cultures have bound the heads of their infants so that they grow elongated, but these skulls are different. Their brains are larger and heavier than normal human brains, meaning they might be naturally deformed. After a long period of testing, non-human DNA was found in the skulls. The skull shapes, along with their unknown DNA, leave some to believe they once belonged to aliens. The skulls are between 2,000 and 3,000 years old, dating to a time some believe aliens colonized parts of South America. At first glance, this 500-year-old painting might not seem unusual at all, but look closely and you'll see a strange metallic UFO. What is this? Why are several other UFOs also shown in the painting? Could it have been inspired by some kind of 15th century UFO encounter? There are many historical reports of UFOs being observed, and often attributed to God. Perhaps this is why UFOs are depicted in this blatantly religious painting. In Bolivia is a 1,000-year-old ruined structure. It's now a jumble of huge stone blocks. The stones were cut at certain angles which allow them to slot together. They were cut so precisely not even a razor blade will fit between the stones when together. It's unknown how this was achieved. Incredible knowledge of geometry would have been needed, which is unlikely anyone over 1,000 years ago would be familiar with. Now in ruins, they were once part of a large temple complex, and that's why it seems so historically out of place. There are countless examples of ancient hieroglyphs appearing to show alien beings or UFOs. There isn't much to say about them. This one shows a UFO, and here's a humanoid with an elongated skull. This one's just wild. This one looks fake if we're being honest, but some of these are definitely real. 700 years ago, these stone structures were built on Easter Island. 900 massive 14-ton stone heads were built. Chariots of the Gods was published in 1968. In it, the claim is made that a group of advanced alien beings crash-landed on the island. It was a while before they could escape back to their galaxy, but while there they shared advanced methods of construction with native islanders. It claims the Easter Island stone heads, built by these new methods, remain the only sign of that alien encounter. Some say evidence of alien encounters can be found in the Christian Bible. It is possible that encounters with advanced beings could be misinterpreted as religious events. We know this from cargo cults. Many parts of the Bible can be interpreted as alien abductions and encounters. Ezekiel was a biblical prophet. The Bible described his encounter with what he believed was God, but some today claim was a UFO. It was described as a large gleaming wheel, a spherical metallic object descending from the sky. He saw 4 of them, covered in what appeared to be eyes. They were able to move in any direction without turning. It does sound like a modern UFO encounter. He goes on to report a being emerging from the UFOs and attempting to communicate with him. It's easy to understand why some believe he was encountered by aliens in 593 BC. So that's the end of this video. If you want to support this channel, you can do so simply by leaving a like. And if you want more content from me, I have a second channel where I do different videos about different things.